So if you don't know your chi numbers at this point, I suggest you pause here, go back and watch all the videos that we have on how to count in chi before you come and continue with this one. Okay, because you're going to need your chi numbers for this lesson. All right, so I'm going to leave a direct link to each of the videos on chi numbering in the description box below. Please check them out before you come and continue with this one. And since you are still here, I assume you've taken all those lessons and you know your chi numbers. And if you do, then this lesson is going to be a very simple one. Very simple. So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to ask anyone of his or her age and also tell your age. Okay? In chi. So that's what we are looking at in this lesson. Coming right up. What's up, guys? This is Yao here with another lesson under the Common Twi Expressions Series. Ma fewo papa. Ma fewo papa. Ma fewo papa. Ma fewo papa. Okay. Wo fe me. Wo fe me. Wo fe me. All right, so go ahead and leave your answers in the comment section below. Wo fe me. Wo fe me. Okay, so if this is your first time here, this channel is dedicated to helping you to read, write, and speak the Akan language of Ghana. So if this is something that you'll be interested in, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and also hit that little bell notification icon to be notified whenever I upload a new lesson. And again, if you find any of my lessons useful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. All right, so like I mentioned before, today we are looking at how to ask for someone's age and also how to tell your age. Okay, and the main verb that you are going to use to do these two, so to ask and also to tell your age in chi, is this one. Yeah, di. 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 Okay, so if you've seen our lesson on two-letter words on LEARNAKAN.com, you know that most two-letter words in chi come with several meanings, right? So if you know of a particular meaning to a certain two-letter word, it is very likely that that particular two-letter word has several other meanings that you may not know about. Okay, so for example, this di can mean to eat. Okay, to eat. You know about that one, right? Yeah, so di can mean to eat, and di is also the most negative way of saying this. Very negative. So please don't use this if you want to talk about that. Okay, don't. There are several other mild ways of saying this. Okay, so please don't use this one if you want to talk about that. Okay, yeah. But the meaning of di that we need for this lesson is to attain. Okay, to attain or to chalk. Okay, so to attain. So we attain a certain age, right? So that is what we are going to use for this particular lesson. Okay, so let's put this within context. Okay, so how do we ask someone for his or her age? All right, and to do that, we use wedi mfie saying. Wedi mfie saying. Wedi mfie saying. All right, wedi mfie saying. Wedi mfie saying. Wedi mfie saying. wedding fear saying. Okay, so we have wo, you know that, right? Yeah, so wo is you, and then the a between the pronoun wo and then d is the perfect aspect marker. Okay, so this is what you have in English as has or have. Okay, so for instance, I can say I have eaten. Okay, I have eaten to express a complete action. Okay, so I have eaten, I'm done eating, right? Or she has gone to school, she's already gone. Okay, or he has read the manuscript, he's done with that. Okay, so this has or have is what we have here as the perfect aspect marker, a. Okay, and then we have the verb di. All right, the verb di, which we talked about earlier. So the verb di, which within this context, so within the context of this lesson, isn't the to eat verb, no, and it isn't the negative verb for, you know, that. Okay, but this means to attain. Within our context, within the context of this lesson, di means to attain. We have mfie as years, so the plural of afe. Okay, and then we have saying, the question word, to form the question out of this. Okay, so like how many. All right, how many. So in all, literally we have something like, you have attained how many years. Okay, you have attained how many years, and that is our question. So this is how to ask someone for his age or her age in Chi. Wedi mfie saying. Wedi mfie saying. Wedi mfie saying. All right, so answering this question is quite simple, just like answering most other Chi questions. So like I've mentioned several times in the past, all it takes for you to answer most Chi questions is to make some minor adjustments to the questions themselves. Okay, just a few minor adjustments to the questions themselves, and you have your answers. All right, so you know that a question would be directed at a second person or a third person, right? So in most cases, when we are asking questions, we use the second person pronouns or the third person pronouns. Okay, so for instance, in this question, I'm using wo. Okay, wedi mfie saying. Wedi mfie saying. You are the second person, right? I'm asking you how old you are, right? So if you are answering, you have to change the wo, okay? Because you are now answering for yourself, not for me. Okay, so you can't use wo in your answer. It has to change to what? Me. Okay, me, I. And then you look through your question and identify any question word and do away with it. Okay, so the question may or may not have a question word, and if it does have a question word, you have to identify it and do away with it. Okay, and in place of that question word, you put the information that the question required of you. Okay, so in this case, we asked of the age, your age. Okay, so in response, you have to first change the pronoun, the second person pronoun, to the first person, me. Okay, and then look out for the question word if there is any. So in our case, we have saying, which is the question word. So we do away with the question word saying, because we are no more asking a question. Okay, And in place of the question word sing, we put in the information that the question is seeking, and that is your age. So you put your age there. Okay? Okay. So after these adjustments, what do we end up with? Medi mfie du. Medi mfie du. Medi mfie du. Or medi mfie eduonu. Medi mfie eduonu. Medi mfie eduonu. Medi mfie eduonu. So whatever your age is, just insert it and you are done. Okay? So medi mfie eduasa. Medi mfie eduasa. Medi mfie eduasa. Or medi mfie eduanan. Medi mfie eduanan. Medi mfie eduanan. Medi mfie eduonum. Medi mfie eduonum. Medi mfie eduonum. Medi mfie eduosia. Medi mfie eduosia. Medi mfie eduosia. Medi mfie eduoson. Medi mfie eduoson. Medi mfie eduoson. Medi mfie eduowoche. Medi mfie eduowoche. Medi mfie eduowoche. Medi mfie eduokron. Medi mfie eduokron. Medi mfie eduokron. Medi mfie oha. Okay? Medi mfie oha. Medi mfie oha. Okay? All right. So what we just did with the examples was to run through the 10th numbers in Chi. Okay? So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, all the way up to 100 in Chi. Okay? So if your age is 19, 23, 34, 65 and all that, please go back to our lessons on how to count in Chi, watch them and come back and put them in there. Okay? You will do that. Okay. So this is where we end today's lesson. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.